Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your spiritual tarot advice and spirit guide messages for September 2018. This reading is intended to help those of you who are on a spiritual journey right now, or those of you who are seeking guidance from your spirit guides about a specific situation or relationship. So, Gemini, let's see what your spirit guides have to say to you about September and everything you will be experiencing. Okay, so we have Merkabah spiritual protection. Pisces and Aries both received this as well. So if you have a Pisces moon, Pisces rising, Aries rising, you might want to check those videos out just because this also came out for those signs. So Gemini, this is saying in September, a couple of things need to happen. You really need to focus on your personal energy field and clear away any debris. If you can get Reiki, that would be really awesome. I would highly recommend it. It would really clean up and balance out your energy. If you cannot do that, there's a lot of wonderful meditations to be found on YouTube for free that you can listen to that will help, clear and balance your energy. And then also taking it a step further, creating an energetic protection around yourself, because Gemini, with this here, some of you are very sensitive and empathic, and you're picking up the energy of others and you don't even recognize that you're doing it. It feels like your own emotions, your own thoughts, all of it. And so you need to start creating a protection around yourself energetically so that you could create a barrier and no longer absorb the energy and emotions of others. And some of you, this feels to me like there's some sort of spiritual attack. And, those of you that are like, whoa, wait, what? That's not for you. Those who I said spiritual attack, they know who they are and they know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is really your confirmation that there is, somebody sending you negative energy, and it cannot really affect you or harm you unless there's an opening in your own energy field, a vibration that's a match to that lower energy. That's the only way it can affect you in a negative way. So if you create a, protection of energy between you and others, it will bounce off. Also, as you clean up your own energy field and balance it, it makes you even more resilient to those type of energies where, somebody's angry or jealous or just, hateful, and sending that your way so that you don't feel that. It doesn't even impact you. It bounces off of you. It goes right back to the person who is directing it to you, okay? So Gemini, main focus is this Merkabah spiritual protection. You can type in Merkabah spiritual protection into YouTube and you'll find meditations to help you with this and to, clean out your own energy field and balance it. Also, your physical space, like your home, your car, your office, could really use like cleaning and organization and a good saging, okay? So Gemini, let's see what accompanies this Merkabah spiritual protection. That's just the most popular card so far. So I don't know what's up with the energy of September, why that's so relevant, but yeah, anyways, so Gemini, let's see what else your spirit guides would like to add to this. Be strong but gentle, the oak. Ooh, clouds, signs and visions. And the marshlands, transition and change. All right, Gemini, what I see here is, yes, some of you definitely need to put some boundaries in place with people in your life. They're really sucking your energy, or you are absorbing their energy, but I feel more like they're kind of taking your energy from you, because be strong but gentle is, the oak is wise, right? So your guides are saying you are this wise being, Gemini, and you can be firm and say no, yet at the same time, your delivery can be gentle and kind. It doesn't have to be mean and nasty and hateful. Even if the person, you know, you're dealing with deserves that from you, you don't need to give that. In fact, your spirit guides are saying, you know what, be the wise being you are, be strong, but have, you know, a soft hand. That will just yield you more honey, I guess. And, you know, next with clouds, signs, and visions, there is some big change or transition that's going to take place in your life in September. That could be, you know, something emotional where you're overcoming it. It could be a belief system, a pattern of behavior. It could be, you know, a relationship, a situation, a circumstance. It's really different for each and every one of you because this is general. But your guides are going to start giving you signs and synchronicities, preparing you for this, and visions. You're going to, some of you are going to have dreams about it. Some of you have foresight. Some of you are going to be experiencing a lot of deja vu through September, okay? And you need to recognize all of that for what it is, and that's the communication from your spirit guides to you directly about some big change or transition that's taking place either within you or in some area of your life external. All right, so let's pull some more cards and add to this, Gemini. You know, and with signs and vision, some of you are very psychic, okay? Whether you are aware of this gift or you are, you know, just awakening to it or wondering. And excuse me, some people are just born with it on, okay? That's just part of their life plan for what they're doing this life. Others, most people, you're not born on, okay? It's different experiences throughout your life trigger you and slowly awaken you to your ability. And many of you are at that moment where you think that you have ability, but you're not really sure because it's not 100% reliable. Well, here is your confirmation, okay, right here. And it's time for a transition. It's time for an upgrade to your ability, but you've got to put your energy and effort into it, okay? You've got to, you know, take steps to strengthen that ability. And, you know, I say this in so many videos, Google is truly your friend. You can type anything into Google and you're going to find a plethora of information about it from many, many different sources, which is awesome. That way you can get a lot of different perspectives and opinions. So any gift that you feel that you have spiritually and you have no idea about it, what to do about it, anything, Google it, okay? And just start reading. Go to forums, other spiritual teachers and leaders, you know, read their opinion. But be very discerning through the whole process. And, you know, what is meant for you will chime in your soul and it will activate you, okay, Gemini? So let's see what else your spirit guides would like to add. Ooh, nice. Birthing a new age, bringing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This right here, honestly, Gemini, is speaking more about this change coming into your life in September rather than like the overall picture of humanity, okay? This is really like there's a new age birthing in your life experience. Some of you, this is a huge upgrade and expansion to your spiritual gift. You know, you're already very seasoned, very versed, but there's new coming to you. You're going to be stretched, okay? So keep that in mind as you're going through the different changes. You're being really stretched, and this is for those of you who are already masters. You thought, yeah, there's not much more. Well, your guides are about to stretch you in ways that you didn't know you could be stretched, and it's really birthing a new age of you, and it's very dimensional, okay? Others of you, this is where we are really awakening to our gifts spiritually, and this is your confirmation. And lastly, for others of you, this is just talking about this change in your life that is going to take place, and you need to move through it with grace and trust, and your guides are giving you signs and synchronicity every step of the way. Wow, look at this. Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. All right, and let's see the last one. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. Wow, Gemini. This is pretty deep. This actually just took a really deep turn. Okay, so this change and transition for some of you is a big time thing. We are ending soul contracts. We are, you know, severing energetic cords and ties. It's like a karma, contracts, just energies holding you down in a very specific frequency of energy, okay? And that is where this Merkabah protection is coming into play, because you know, you are not truly bound to these contracts or any of this stuff. You're not truly bound to it, Gemini. If anything, you are here to help shift this energy for all, okay? Those of you who feel that you have a spiritual mission to humanity, it is definitely freeing the bound and constricted to awake the sleeping, okay? So you guys are in this reading coming through as like the alarm clocks for humanity, where it's like it's time to wake up. And the signs and visions that you guys receive are very unique and profound, and you should not, you know, like dismiss anything, because, you know, any sort of thing you read about, you know, the New Age, anything, it's so much of theory of some person channeled this information, you know, that type of stuff. So whatever is coming to you, Gemini, do not discount it. You are being given new visions that no other light worker, starseed, indigo, you know, whatever has received. And, you know, you may discount it because you can't find any relation anywhere else. Well, guess what? It's because you are birthing this new way, this new idea, this new light into humanity, okay? That's really strong for some of you, is that is your mission. You know, your spirit guides are giving you all this information in these higher frequencies, and you need to receive it and pull it down, okay? So that you create the portals for this transition and change for those souls who are very bound and stuck in these karmic cycles where their vibration is so anchored in low frequencies, it's nearly impossible for them to make any sort of soul evolution in any one lifetime, because, you know, our energy goes with us from one life to the next. It's a progression of energy, and some people have just gotten so entrapped and enchanted in the physical, okay, that they are very bound to the earth plane, and they've lost essence of their spiritual self. And many of you, that is your mission, that is what you're here for, is you are bringing new ideas and ways of seeing things, of spirit, of life, death, what this is all about, what the New Age is even, okay? And you're bringing these frequencies down into earth, and you're making them available for those who are very stuck. So many of you may deal with a lot of people who are just going through heavy stuff all the time, and you're like, man, I don't get it. It's like you walk around with a curse on your back. Well, they kind of do, okay? And that's why you need that Merkabah spiritual protection, because you are a very high frequency dealing with a lot of low frequency energy, but that's part of your life mission, you know, as a light worker, starseed, whatever. And you know, you're bringing about a big transition and change of energy, and you need to make sure that you're protecting yourself from these lower vibrations, okay? For others of you that, you know, that doesn't resonate, where you don't feel like you're on this spiritual mission for humanity, this is really about you coming into the light, into the understanding of yourself, to free yourself from, you know, lower frequency relationships and situations. It's like you don't need to exist there, Gemini. You've gained all lesson and clarity that could possibly be obtained, and now it's time to really expand into a new version of yourself. And your spirit guides are giving you all the signs and clues that you need to help you with this process, okay? So let's pull some more tarot cards. I'm sorry, more oracle cards to add to this. Nice. Look at this. Magic. Upper world. Oh my gosh. And the Rainmaker. Gemini. You guys are very, very special beings. Listen, this here is like a direct connection to the angels, to, you know, the higher realms. And the Rainmaker, oh my God, this is like you have such potential to make huge changes in, you know, this lifetime for humanity as a whole. And some of you, this is through each and every person you touch just in normal general life. For others of you, this is in a much, much bigger way, okay? And even if it's not in some big, glorious way, do not discount yourself, okay? Gemini, you guys are pulling down and anchoring the light everywhere you go. You are bringing about abundance and change, prosperity, upliftment. You are freeing very trapped souls, okay? So trapped in the material. Those of you on this spiritual mission, and you have an element of magic to you, and you are very blessed, okay? That's what this be strong but be gentle is about, you know? As long as you take every step and through grace and integrity and remain very balanced within your emotions, create your boundaries, but be gentle to each and every soul you encounter, that is where your true magic comes into play, Gemini. And the spirit realm just showers you with an abundance of energy, of prosperity, of love, of upliftment, of light. Like, I mean, come on, birthing a new age in the age of light. They're bringing you all these frequencies constantly, 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 okay? And September is very special for you because there's a big shift or change happening within you or in some area of your life, and it frees you from the anchor that's been holding you back or holding you down. And make sure, again, that you create this energetic protection around yourself, because you are very special energy, and, you know, lower frequencies would love to feed off you, okay? Just keep that in mind. So we need to protect our energy field. All right, let's pull some more cards here, Gemini. I love your reading. Some of you guys are so freaking psychic. Oh my God. And mediumship. Definitely mediumship. Oh my God. How did I... You know, I'm a little slow sometimes. Forgive me, Gemini. Yes, some of you are mediums, and you are helping trapped souls, or souls that are... I don't believe in heaven and hell, okay? My perception of afterlife is very different than that. And to me, you know, depending on your frequency of energy, you know, the majority of souls, I feel, ascend back to, you know, creation or creator. You have some life review, whatever goes on there, you know, very high vibing energy amongst the angels, where you return to your glory, like the glory of your soul. But there's this thing that happens through incarnation after incarnation where some souls become so enchanted and entranced by the material, by the physical, enchanted, entranced, magic, okay? And so they're making no soul progression through each incarnation that they have, and where they vibrate when they transition out of the physical body is not that higher level with like the angels and the deities and all of that. It's the underworld, really, okay? And that's, to me, isn't a place of the devil and burning and hell and all that. No, it's a frequency of energy of, you don't evolve, okay? It's a darkness. So when you reincarnate, that's still where you are. It's like trapped. And here you are, Gemini, this beautiful light of a higher dimension, and you come down and you pull these souls like up out of this darkness, some of them being disembodied at this time, okay? That's the mediumship, and you're helping them in that way, okay? Others of you, this is normal mediumship, where you are talking to the other side, bringing the healing to loved ones that are still walking around, peace and healing, helping them with the change and transition of their loved one, going back to the other side, and teaching them about the signs and synchronicities of how the, passed on loved ones speak to them, okay? But some of you, this is serious work with the underworld, as well as, dealing with people who are embodied at this time, trying to, bring the light into them, remind them. And that's why we need a lot of protection here, Gemini. So let's keep going. Okay, so we have a tribal spirit dancer. Yeah, Gemini, you guys can chase away the bad spirits with your energy. You guys are the light of a higher dimension and, upper world, and you're dealing with the lower world. So you are like this angel, really, okay? And like your vibration, there's special power to your energy where you can really uplift people with your light. Offerings, wow. Gemini, this is saying you need to become grateful for your gift and not curse it, and not be angry with your life path, your life journey, because many of you have struggled and gone through a lot of strife, and you have to understand that was just like preparing you, reminding you of who you truly are. You've been preparing lifetimes, to help these trapped souls from the underworld, or to remind them, to reawaken them while they're physically incarnated, so that, when they transition, they can go to that higher realm, the upper world, and have the review, okay? So, man, this is really deep, and some of you like want no part of your gift, and your guides are like, look, deal with it. Just deal with it. It's not changing. You are who you are. You are the frequency of a higher dimension that has come here for purpose, and this is your purpose. And for those of you that this isn't about spiritual mission, you are really connected to the angelic realm, and there is magic and blessing for you. It's just we've got to free ourselves from some lower vibrating energy, okay, and allow a transition or change in our life, either internally or externally. So Gemini, let's pull one final card. All right, this one keeps wanting to jump out. So we have the wishbone affirmations. Yes, listen, you have the ability to make magic, to make your wishes come true, and to teach others how to work with energy and make, to transmute it and shape it to manifest into what they desire, okay? You guys are definitely working with energy, and there's great magic and spiritual support to help all manifestations. The rainmaker, you know, like in every rap song, they're all saying they want to be the rainmaker, right? Because that's the deity that, you know, has the money, that, you know, brings all the abundance, the waters that feed the crops, okay? That's like your energy. That's who you are. And you have the ability to make it rain in your life and to make it rain in other people's lives, okay? But also with affirmation being on here, with Merkabah protection, Gemini, very important that you guys are doing sleep meditations or sleep affirmations to really help elevate your vibration and create that spiritual protection around you, okay? So Gemini, those are your messages for September. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.